So anytime someone is charged with a criminal offense in the state of Texas, or anywhere for that matter, they're entitled to have what's called a bond set, which gives that person the ability to be released from the custody of the sheriff's office or the police department so they can proceed going forward with their case while they're out of custody. So a bond is set by a magistrate judge or a judge at the county court or even district court level when that person's been arrested. And a bond simply ensures that a person will show back up to court, that they are not a flight risk and they are not a risk to the community or a risk to themselves. There are really two types of bonds that we get questions about most often: a PR bond or a cash or a surety bond. A PR bond stands for a personal recognizance bond, and that's just a fancy way of saying that that person promises to show back up to court subject to whatever other bond conditions that the court may impose on them. It does not necessarily require you to go post any amount of money to get out of custody to appear on your next court date. With a cash or a surety bond, the judge will base that amount of cash or surety bond on the severity of the crime, whether you have any prior criminal history, whether you're a danger to yourself or the community, or whether you're a potential flight risk. In that situation, you have the option to either go post bond yourself and pay the full amount of the bond. For example, if the bond was set at $10,000, you would go pay $10,000 to get out of jail. The other way that you can post that bond is by contacting a bondsman who will typically charge a 10% premium to bail you out of jail. So on that same example of $10,000, a 10% premium would be $1,000. So you would contact a bail bondsman and pay them whatever their premium is. In that circumstance, you would pay $1,000 to the bondsman to get you out of custody. Many of our clients find themselves in a situation where they may have an outstanding warrant and they don't know what to do. I mean, if they get pulled over for a traffic ticket or the officers come by the house, they have an order to arrest them on that warrant. One of the things that we can do, and we've done very often, is we can have our client go down to court, turn themselves into the court, and request that the judge set a bond for our clients. That way they're not spending so much time in custody waiting to get in front of a judge. We can kind of get in front of the problem and get the warrant taken care of that way. So if you or someone you know does have a warrant, or you have any questions regarding how to get a bond set, you can contact our law firm and we'd be happy to consult with you about that issue.